Welcome students to the new session. So in today's class we'll be understanding the concepts of subject verb agreement. So like its name says, subject verb agreement. So what it is exactly and where we'll be using it. So subject verb agreement is used not only in spoken English but also in your verbal ability exam, right? So there you will get questions maybe in common errors, or maybe arrange the or maybe to find out the errors, or maybe in FIB. So this concept is very important for you to understand, right? So like its name says, subject verb agreement, that means your subject and your verb should be in the agreement state. If they don't agree with each other, so your sentence is not in the right structure, right? So let's understand with the rules. There are somewhere 10 to 12 rules that you will be following, right? So I'll be sharing these rules with you all. Now understand. So the first rule says, if the subject is singular, the verb must be singular, must be singular. If my subject is singular, so the verb it will be following will also be singular. Let's see one example. She writes every day. So now you can see that my she is what? She is my subject and it is singular. If my subject is singular, so the verb it will be following will be also singular. Right? Now let's see the rule 2. So rule 2 says, if the subject is plural, the verb must also be plural. So I hope this is very much clear. So if my subject is plural, so the verb it will be following will also be plural. Correct? Now let's see the third one. So what third one says, when a subject of the sentence is composed of two or more nouns or pronouns connected by and use a plural verb. So now here you can see here the noun, the doctor student is connected with and the committee members write every day. So if it is connected with and, so what will be writing here? It is two or more nouns, so what will be here? We'll be using the plural verb here. Right? So plural verb right here, because it is talking about two or more nouns here. Right? So here my verb which it will be following will be right. Right? Because it is also connected with and. Now see example 4. In my example 4 says, when there is one subject and more than one verb, the verb throughout the sentence must agree with the subject. Now see here, my subject here was plural. Right? So interviews are one way to collect data and allow researchers to gain an in-depth understanding of participants. So it is very well understood that when there is one subject and more than one verb, right? So what if we have one subject and more than one verb, so what we will be following? We will be following the subject that has been mentioned in the beginning. So since my subject was plural, so the verb that I will be using in this entire sentence will be plural. If my sentence would have been in singular, so this rule will not be applicable. Right? Now let's come back to the next point, which says non-count nouns take a singular verb. So the uncountable nouns like the jury, education, right, which is not countable. So those if you have uncountable nouns, so that will take what? That will take singular verbs. For example, education is the key to success. So now here education was my what? Was my uncountable noun. So that is the reason I would be using my singular verb here. Right? So now let's see the sixth rule. Right? So we have already done 5 rules. Now let's see the sixth rule, what it says. Right? So here it says collective nouns are words that imply more than one person but are considered singular and take a singular verb. So there are a few nouns which is considered, which is actually what, which implies more than one person, like a committee, family, class. So they are like, class is what? Class is a collection of students, right? Family is collection of family members, right? So committee is a collection of committee members. So these are counted as one, right? So what we'll be doing is, with these nouns we'll be considering the singular verb. So let's see one example. The group meets every day. So here the group is a collection of people, and collection of people makes one group, right? So now this group will be considered as singular. Will be considered as singular, and the verb it will be following will be also singular, right? So here my singular verb will be this my group will be singular. Also the verb that it will be following will be also singular, correct? Now let's see the next point. It says, in sentences beginning with there is or there are, the subject follows the verb since there is not the subject or the verb, it agrees with what follows the verb. So that means when there is a sentence that starts with there is a boy, there is a girl, there were two people, there are 5 members in my team. So what happens is, there is not considered as a subject, right? So we all know that there in itself is not a subject. So we have to focus the subject it is following, and according to the subject in that particular sentence we will be choosing the right verb. Which verb can it be? We can choose it there. For example, if my verb is if my subject is singular, I will be following the singular verb. If my subject is plural, I will be following the plural verb, right? So here there don't get confused, because there is not considered as a subject, right? Let's see the example. There is little administrative support. So here my there cannot be, generally what happens is, like we consider the first word as a subject, but here there is not my subject, but my subject is administrative support. We are talking about what? We are talking about administrative support here. So my administrative support is my singular. That is the reason the verb which here I am following is also singular. Correct? Now let's see the other example, you will understand better. There are many factors affecting teacher retention. So here, there again, is cannot be considered as subject. What I am focusing is many factors. Many factors. So many factors again is my plural. That is the reason the verb we are following here is also plural. Got it? Alright. Now let's see the next rule. The next rule says, the word and phrases each one, either, everyone, anyone, none, someone, right? So these are what? These are singulars and will always require singular verbs, right? So if you get some like either, neither, someone, no one, everyone, no one, anyone for that matter, at that particular time you will be requiring what? You will be requiring a singular verb. So let's see one example. Each of the participants was willing to be recorded. Now here many students will get confused that where here we are talking about participants as plural, but we will not focus on the participant, we will be focusing on the subject, which is each, and my each phrase or word is singular. So what we require is, we will be requiring the singular verb here. So since each is singular, the verb which I would be following will also be singular. Correct? Alright. So now next is again my, this is my last rule for subject verb agreement. It says nouns such as civics, mathematics, dollars, measles require singular verbs. For example, if you talk about these civics, mathematics, dollars and measles, so these are the nouns which is considered again as singulars. So the verb that we will be following will also be singular. Like the news is on at 6. So news will be considered as singular. So this is my subject. My subject was singular. So that is the reason the verb I will be following here will be also singular. Right. So after this session, I would be sharing one PPT with you all. There would be one practice sheet with you all, right? And also we'll be having quiz in that particular week. So you will be able to understand the concept, in the more effective way. But in case if there is any doubt that comes across your way, you come across any sentence, on your way while practicing, while doing your sheets, you please feel free to contact. My name is Komal Bhatnagar. My email ID is komal.bhatnagar@abs.ac.in. So you can write me there. I will be trying to revert to your queries as soon as possible. Till then, stay blessed, stay happy.